before 8 a.m. Better get up. So this morning I woke up 7:40, 7:45-ish, something like that. I'm trying to transition back into waking up at 7 a.m. It's been kind of a struggle because I've been working later in the evenings. But I'm transitioning out of that too. A lot of things happening. Basically, what I do when I wake up is go over things like what I'm grateful for, or what I'm excited for the day, or my goals for the day. Or some days, it's really hard, and what I do is I consume content, which is kind of a weird way to say just find a video or an audio or whatever of affirmations or other feel-good stories of people overcoming obstacles and things like that. So that's what I usually do for like the first, I don't know, depending on the video I find. Some videos are 12 minutes long, some videos are 2 minutes long, some song or whatever affirmation speech thing, is inspiring or makes me feel better or whatever it is. So what I have found is, even if it is 45 minutes, even if it is longer than I want to really spend kind of getting in a better mindset, it actually saves me time during the day. Even if it is that 45 minutes, it usually saves me time because, I'm not kind of just dwelling on things, or I'm not being a bum. Really, it really helps me because I feel more like in a go-getter attitude, and when you're in that attitude, you're more apt to really push forward. You're more apt to do a better job. You're pumped for it. It's just like when you go to work or whatever and you're not happy to be there, things end up going wrong. You really focus on the things like, if you drop something and you break it, and little things like that get to you, and it just makes your day drag out, and you don't really feel productive or good about it. It's in that same sense where instead, if you're gonna do it, you might as well make the best of it. That's really the mindset that I have, and so that's what I go into the day. And it starts really with the night before, and maybe I'll get more into that. But I really try to set myself up for the best morning possible the night before. And again, I'll explain that at another time if you guys are interested in that. But really, my goal for all of this is to just show, like what I'm up to, what I think, what I'm doing, and it's not pretty. Like I'm usually chilling here and whatever. But it'll be good. It'll be good. So my goals for the day, and we'll see if it plays out, which I don't see why it wouldn't. I've got a couple of images I'm making, excuse me, and then I'm meeting up with my buddy Mark, which you guys will probably learn and know more of. Hopefully these videos won't be more than a few minutes long. Some of them I'm sure will be 10, 15 minutes. Some of them I'm sure will be 5. So we'll see. But it's more just to stay accountable, to stay candid, to just show step by step, because not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people want to show off their uglier side. Everybody has their highlight reels. Everybody tells you to push and keep working hard and do all these things, but like, what does it actually mean? And that was I love tangible, I love solid, like step by step what to do, or even if it's just step by step and like, hey, that probably won't work for me, but I'm glad I saw, or that little step that I saw somebody else take, it sparks something, and like, oh, I can do it this way. Oh, I would love to do it this way. So that's at least it's an idea, and it gives you a direction to go into, versus work hard and you're like, what do I even do? So this is a more like, here's what I'm doing, here's an idea for you, leading by example, showing in examples. So I'm pumped for you guys to be along for it. I'm pumped to stay accountable. I'm pumped to get this going and just share it. And I imagine that it's gonna get, a lot more fun, a lot better. We'll see how it goes. So I realized yesterday that I missed a couple of things. I'm sorry I didn't film Mike. Mike ended up showing up. the rain actually came. Mark was right. And yeah, so I'll learn, you know, the steps and to kind of plan things out better, and to what to film and what not to film, and where to ramble and where not to ramble and things like that. But anyway, here we go. So yesterday I literally Googled, how do I title my vlogs on YouTube? So I forgot I did that, and I just pulled up my computer. I didn't get all the way done with the images. I actually only got one mostly done. So sometimes things just don't go to plan. I'm not gonna stress over it, and I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. So right now I'm on the way to a store called Half Price Books, and as you can imagine, here, let me roll this up. As you can imagine, it's a used bookstore. And so I'm meeting up with Mark, and we're gonna see if we can find some stuff that you know, you can kind of flip or whatever. We're gonna go see what we can find. There's also other stores, like discount stores, that like we've got Ross and Marshalls and things like that, that you know, Home Goods and those kind of places often have clothing or shoes, or you know, sometimes other things too, that they have huge discounts. But if you look online, that, you know, they go for double or sometimes even triple, you know, what the store has, because a lot of, I mean, you know, it could be last year's model, it could be, you know, something that a lot of people want but can't find, and we just so happen to have 2 or 3 in this store, so we'll grab 2 or 3 and see what we can sell them for online. So that's the goal today. That's a long story about it, but that's the goal. What'd you find?
Just going through an Ansel Adams book.
Oh, nice.
Picked up the field, all that good stuff.
Find anything good?
Oh. Beer kittens. Twix.
Did you see the other video?
Yeah.
Oh, it sucked.
Yeah.
No, it would.
It was alright.
I didn't put any music into it. Forgot to show that there was, the storm came, Mike came, so it's alright. Learning process. One of the things that Mark and I are wanting to do is check out like survival tactics, I guess, or like just various tips and tricks that people say about camping or being in the woods or surviving in the woods. So we went to the Half Price Books to first of all see if there was any books that are there that are inexpensive that we could maybe like resell, or toys that are inexpensive that we can resell, but there's nothing really going on there. So all right, so we gone to dollar store, Half Price Books, Ross. I'm gonna hit up Marshalls and Home Goods. Pretty much drawing blanks, huh? Oh, I don't know, maybe not Home Goods. Is Home Goods the same idea?
It's all home decor.
Never mind. All right, what are you finding out?
I'm finding out that I'm not a medium, Adam.
So anyway, we're looking for socks, but we'll find the ones that are selling on eBay. But if we did have them, we could make a quick couple bucks. Just not happening here. The way that stuff kind of works is that, you know, you almost have to know what you're doing, and I know that's dumb, but like, it's not as easy as a lot of people make it out to be, like on the internet. You know, I've seen a lot of influential people, or a lot of people that are like, you know, they flip things, and the way they describe it all, it just seems so simple. And maybe I'm missing something. Maybe, you know, when somebody watching this can kind of help me out or whatever. But we just went to 4 different places over the past 2.5 hours, and what I found is that, you know, there's potential in a lot of stuff, but you're looking at maybe $10-15 profit if whatever you just bought sells. And